The Lexus LFA is one of the most, if not the most iconic vehicle in the world, and today we have two of them. The first place we're going to start with our LFA is, of course, the front. Now, this is probably one of the most Japanese-looking vehicles I've seen. I do believe that was probably on purpose from the engineering. It's not your traditional pretty car, but I have yet to see anybody complain about the looks of this vehicle. So coming around the front, we do have plenty of heat extractors throughout. Interesting little tidbit is there's actually one right behind the Lexus emblem. I've not seen that on any other Lexus vehicle, and I'm not sure if I've seen it on any other supercars yet. So the Lexus LFA is a mid-front engine vehicle. 65% of this vehicle is actually made of carbon fiber, where the 35% remaining is aluminum. They actually decided that 5 years into making this vehicle, Toyota actually came out with the technology to do carbon fiber weaving. So pretty cool thing. This car took 10 years to build, and in those 10 years, they developed an industry-changing technology, which helped create what the LFA is today. So to touch on that, this hood is carbon fiber. This A-pillar is carbon fiber. Now with the Nürburgring edition, you have additional carbon fiber. As far as the skirt goes, you have a fixed wing, and there's more carbon fiber throughout this vehicle. Now let's take a look at the side. So the vehicle, both the Nürburgring and the LFA, have 20-inch rims. Now the Nürburgring will come with more of a high-performance tire, where they both will have dual ceramic disc brakes. So on the side of both of our vehicles, with any LFA, Nürburgring or not, you're gonna have the F that does stand for flagship. So you'll see that on something like an RCF and a GSF as well. Both the vehicles are gonna have wind mirrors. You're gonna notice the only difference on the sides, you still have these massive heat extractors, but you are gonna have a carbon fiber wing on the Nürburgring edition. And as we're getting to the back of the vehicles, just check out how long they are. And now we're gonna compare the back of our LFAs. So with the LFA, truly the back is where it's most beautiful in my opinion. This is iconic, this is perfection. Of course, we have our 3 exhaust system. Now this was perfected alongside Yamaha when they joined forces with Toyota to hit that perfect pitch. That's why this car sounds unlike any vehicle. That's why it's gonna rev at 9,000 RPM. It is the highest revving production car. And of course, we're gonna have a wind activated spoiler that comes out. So as far as the Nürburgring edition, you're gonna have a fixed carbon fiber wing. You're also going to have carbon fiber skirts throughout. So under the hood of our Lexus LFA, we have a 4.8 V10 40 valve engine. This is gonna hit 552 horsepower and a max speed of 202 miles per hour. Now, as we can see, this is a carbon fiber hood. Interesting fact, this is a manual carbon fiber hood strut. We had to take it out and actually click it into place for this engine lift. Now, everything on the LFA is handmade, meaning there was no borrowing of parts to build this vehicle. Every single piece of this car was made for this car. And Toyota actually used takumi, which is a traditional Japanese method of exceptional craftsmanship. So they selected 175 of their top craftsmen to build this vehicle. And again, it took 10 years and $1 billion. The Lexus LFA will go 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. And the difference between horsepower from the Nürburgring edition to the traditional LFA is an additional 10 horsepower in the Nürburgring edition. Okay, so we're inside of our LFA, and right away it is just luxury, it's welcoming. The materials in here are really top tier. So just to give you an idea, the turn signal is just this beautiful kind of material here. It's not cheap, it clicks perfectly. Our paddle shifters are actually attached to the steering column. Some people don't like that, some people love it. I personally like it because no matter what, where you're in a turn, you know where your paddle shifters are. This is a carbon fiber dash. It is gloss, it is sprinkled, it's on the doors as well. Another nice touch is the door handle itself isn't like anything I've seen before. It is really just this high kind of quality material. You can see the lever. It's just really nice to see the engineering that went into this vehicle. Now, of course, with the LFA, we have an instrumental cluster that moves. Now, this vehicle can hit 9,000 RPM in under a second. So Toyota actually had to make an instrumental cluster that was digital because an analog would not keep up with it. So just to give you an idea, if we press right here, it's actually gonna move over, and then we can simply bring it right back. And a neat thing about Lexus is this is still available in some standard vehicles today. So with the seatbelt, I found this really interesting is it's not up here, it's actually right down here, and you kind of just reach over and buckle in. This is in fact also an airbag. And when I'm looking at the front of the vehicle, the dash is not busy. Something neat as well is you do have your climate control, you have an old school nav system, but if I press the button right in the middle here, it actually lights up all my other options for my dash, and I can simply press this button again and get rid of it. And it's like a nice little trick just to make it look that much cleaner. So with the seats again, they are just absolutely, it feels like a couch. And I do like the functionality here. So if I wanna go forward with my back, I simply just press up. If I wanna move the seat forward, I just go forward. And it is a 3-way heated seat. And with Lexus, they're very keen on driver center focus. So they want the vehicle, everything to be just within reach of their drivers. So right up here, you have your auto, your sport, and your normal and your wet mode. Again, you're supposed to be one with this LFA and everything is just within the driver's reach. And this might be the most beautiful steering wheel I've ever seen in my life. So now that we've gone over everything with our Lexus LFA, here are 5 things that are different about the Nürburgring Edition. So in the front of our Nürburgring Edition, we have a carbon fiber skirt. We also have 10 more horsepower under the hood. The interior of the Nürburgring has Alcantara throughout, and of course, more carbon fiber. It has high performance tires. And finally, in the back, we have a fixed carbon fiber wing. So with the LFA, the Nürburgring, as well as the traditional LFA, they have a key and a push start ignition. What's neat about the Nürburgring Edition is this is carbon fiber, and as well as both models have an engine start that's also carbon fiber. So to celebrate the LFA's hat trick of class wins at the Nürburgring 24-hour race, Toyota created the Nürburgring Edition. And now we're gonna hear what it sounds like. Now with the Lexus LFA, there was only over 500 made worldwide, and there was only 50 Nürburgring editions. These vehicles took 10 years to hit the road, and it took an additional 10 years for the public to truly appreciate their perfection. I'm Trina, and thank you to our friends here at Ancaster Toyota for making this video possible. And if you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe.